What is going on, everybody, man? King Recon here. Yo, first of all, thank you all so much to everyone who came out and supported the 20th episode of the Recon piece. That was really cool, man. A lot of positive comments, man. Some of the stuff that y'all were saying really hit home, and I greatly appreciate that. That was really awesome, and it was really awesome just recording that video, man. You know, talking about the favorite OSTs and whatnot. But here we are. Here we are. After an entire week, I haven't been able to really consume any new manga. Like, I haven't been able to read or watch anything that came out in this past week. But I have been keeping up with the Uzumaki-kan One Piece reactions because, you know, I need at least some sort of greatness. Some sort of greatness, man. If I can't keep up with everything else, you know that I'm never letting the best-selling manga in history go. But yeah, I can't. It's something that I just cannot let go for a long period of time. And that's why I'm here. That's why I'm here, man, because even if I can't do everything else, you best believe that every single Friday you will see me here talking about the best-selling manga in history. Nearly the second best-selling comic of all time, ladies and gentlemen. There's only one. 908, what I'm assuming is about to be 909 chapters of straight-up flames. Ladies and gentlemen, this arc has been on fire. I can't wait to see the latest installment in One Piece. Yo, let's do this, man. Chapter 909 apparently came out 1 hour ago. Seppuku. Hold on. Let me turn this down real quick. Seppuku. As in the art of committing suicide? Tales of the self-proclaimed Strike Grand Fleet, Volume 39 Olympus arc. At 4 p.m., a pirate's first campaign commenced the assault. This man Olympus, bro. But man, this title has me shook. Because now anytime that I think about a concept like this, I always think about Takedo. You know, with 795. Hold on. Let's go. Let's get right into the chapter. The New World. Master Nekomamushi. Where's my boy at? Has amazing scaling skills, as expected of the man who was on the Pirate King's ship. So, how much longer do we have to wait here in these ruins until he comes back with Marco the Phoenix? Man, dude, it's gonna be so dope. I mean, not only seeing Marco again, of course, but having Nekomamushi, Marco, and like just because we know how Marco has a lot of tales and a lot of stories with Whitebeard. Nekomamushi, of course, has those very same tales with Roger, man. So just having both of them together with their massive backlog of knowledge, you know, or not even knowledge, just a memory. You know, back in their memory banks, man, they could recall something that'll have all of us marking out in an instant. Like one statement by Marco talking about Whitebeard in his prime, or one statement of Nekomamushi talking about something that Roger did back in the day, man. It'll have me marking out like a madman, dude. Have me marking out like a madman. We got told to wait here because you got us. Faces are too scary. Would our faces really scare Marco, though? Here we have some of the minks. There's a village here, remember? Don't move from this spot. They're in some mountains over here. And they're in the New World, of course. They're here all suited up and everything, ready for some business. Marco the Phoenix's trivia. Marco is a former member of the Whitebeard Pirates, a crew which lost their captain in the Summit War 2 years ago. He was known as Whitebeard's right-hand man. After the death of Whitebeard, who was called Pops by his crew, Marco challenged the enemy pirate Kurohige and was defeated by him. Currently, the remaining crew is scattered and their whereabouts are unknown. That by itself is an interesting plotline to me. I'm trying to figure out where the rest of the Whitebeard pirates are and what they're up to. Well, we'll be seeing the rest of them here in Wano. That would be very, very interesting. Though I highly doubt that we'll be getting all of them in Wano. That still presents an interesting plot line by itself. The fact that all of them are scattered about around, and we don't know where any of their whereabouts are. So, and for God's sakes, they're all a part of Whitebeard's crew. You know, I'm seeing like a Vista and whatnot, or a Jozu, somewhere out there, just on some random location. I would be interested in seeing what they're up to and what they've been up to since the Payback War. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens there with that particular plot line. I heard that behind the waterfall over there's a cave that leads to a peaceful village. A group of warriors like us can't enter a place like that. There's like a barrier right there. You know, in video games, whenever there's a barrier and you have to be a certain level to get past it, man, they ain't on that level. They're not level 90 yet, man. You're still level 85, level 80. You're not 90 yet, bro. You're not 90 yet, man. I see, but the master's face is definitely scarier than ours. If you make him angry, that is. His smile is cute, though. You're right. His smile is cute, though, bro. You're right. Look at my man Nekomamushi, bro. The GOAT. I feel like I haven't seen my man in ages. He's chilling right here, man. Pipe in hand. Is that Marco? Is that his hand? Look at my boy, Marco. Straight up, man. He's got the glasses on, bro. Still looking fresh. Marco, man. Alright, I finished treating him. He should be fine now, but tell him not to do anything reckless for a while. My flame of rebirth's effect on others has its limits. He's been fixed up and his wound will heal faster now. Look at my boy, bro! Former member of the Whitebeard Pirates 1st Division Commander, Dr. Marco. Dr. Marco, ladies and gentlemen. We got a doctor in the house, man. He should be able to jump around again tomorrow. Wow. This is Marco's magic. I'm happy for you, Tama. Goo-doo-doo. You heard me say tomorrow, right? Don't jump around right now. Thank you, Marco. Yo, man, Dr. Marco, bro. My boy's got patience, man. He's got patience lined up on decks, bro. He's got the pills behind him. He's got whatever you need. Anything that the doctor prescribes, you let him know, man. Marco's like one of those old classic, you know, go to your house type doctors, man, where you call them and they go to your house and take care of you. You know what I'm saying? He'll knock on the door, tuk tuk tuk. It's like, what you need? You called? My boy, he'll be like Dr. Hero look, man, straight up carrying the suitcase around everywhere with him. I mean, he doesn't even need a suitcase, honestly. His hand is his flipping suitcase with his flame of rebirth and whatnot. Man, his fruit is so beast, bro, with the phoenix, and the phoenix has the goggles. Just I have him in my squad in One Piece Treasure Cruise. So I'm always reminded of how awesome that ability is whenever I use it, man. It has such an awesome design, bro. My man Marco, bro. And I'm not talking about Marco the Phoenix from YouTube either, bro. I'm talking about Marco the Phoenix, dog. Marco, my back hurts again. Marco-chan, my knee is acting up. Marco, my younger brother, got bullied again. So they're not even just going to Marco for their pain. Children are going for Marco for just help. You know, for help just in general, just in anything. Like, my younger brother got bullied again. What the flying flag learns is Dr. Marco supposed to do about that? But hey, man, apparently he's a doctor that can take care of everything. He's like Oda is to me, man. He provides that emotional and that physical support. when it comes to One Piece, bro, like, you'll be feeling 100. Like, but right now, man, I'm not feeling 100%, man. You can probably hear it in my voice. I'm just like, you know what I'm saying? But I'm backed up all the way up here, man. The nostrils, bro. My head is like da 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 da. But when the doctor prescribes One Piece, I'm in there like Soma, bro. I feel like 130%. And that's like with this kid, man. He's like, yeah, man, Marco, bro, my boy right here is getting bullied, man. Take care of business. He thinks Marco's Tony Soprano out here, man. He's gonna go out there and shoot him up on the block. Marco, my back hurts again. My knee is acting up. My knee, son. My back. Look at Nekomamuchi, bro. He's like, oh my. He's kind of like, he kind of feels like he's tired of it, you know? Like, he's looking back on it, he's like, ah, screw this. Pops created this place. Old man wiping. Pops. Pops, bro. My boy Whitebeard. Oh man, Whitebeard did? What do you mean? Because the people here are poor. They cannot afford to pay the heavenly tribute, and therefore are unable to ally themselves with the world government. Most of the unallied countries in this world are unallied for that reason. Those places usually end up becoming lawless islands where pirates and human traffickers roam freely. As a result, those countries crumble and it causes a rise in the population of unfortunate orphans. Pops was one of those orphans. No way, bro. Looking back into Whitebeard's past. I gotta read that one more time. I'm always scared of this thing falling, bro. Pops created this. What did you mean? I gotta read this one more time. Because the people here are poor, they cannot afford to pay the heavenly tribute, and therefore are unable to ally themselves with the world government. Most of the unallied countries in this world are unallied for that reason. Those places usually end up becoming lawless islands where pirates or human traffickers roam freely. As a result, those countries crumble and causes a rise in the population of unfortunate orphans. And Whitebeard, Edward New Flipping Gate, was one of those orphans. Never thought I would get a Whitebeard flashback in this chapter, bro. Even though he left for the seas to become a pirate at a very young age, he continued to care about this land. While hiding his identity, he spent his life continuously funneling dirty money and resources into this village. And that's why Marco decided to come here. Because after Whitebeard died, he knew how much this place meant to his father, bro. He knew how much it meant to Pops. And he went over there and took care of business for him, man. It's quite something, bro. That's beautiful. You know, looking back on the entire concept of what Whitebeard's crew was to him, you know, all he wanted was a family. And we knew how much they cared about him. You know, a lot of these sons that he picked up either didn't have parents, or their parents got killed, or they died, or, you know, they were just orphans like he was, according to this chapter. And Marco really loved him, man. I mean, for God's sakes, he was his right hand. And after losing him, he decided, you know what? I'm gonna carry on his will, and I'm gonna go into this place, and I'm gonna take care of him. I'm gonna take care of him, bro, because that's even if it's not what Pops would have necessarily wanted, because we know how you know, we know how a parent would want the very best for their children, you know what I'm saying? And Whitebeard, of course, wanted the very best for all of his kids and for all of his sons. But even if this isn't the very, very best for Marco, Whitebeard must understand, bro, somewhere up there in the heavens, that this is the type of guy that Marco is, with his loyalty and how much he wants to pay back everything that Whitebeard did for him, but also to carry on his will and put it into all of these people here that are in his village, and to keep his spirit still alive, man, as a member of the Whitebeard Pirates. In Marco, man, that's really dope for me, bro. I really like that, you know, just carrying on the tradition as a son to his father, man. It's dope. Let me see. Although he had no family or friends here, this island was his homeland. It's like, even though he had no family or friends here, this is still the place where he grew up, bro. So you know, that's where he grew up, man. This is home. You know what I mean, guys? There's no difference between clean money and dirty money in this tainted world. Thank you. After the Summit War, we thought that the least we could do was protect what Pops treasured with our lives. But then Blackbeard invaded. That was the beginning of the Payback War. Blackbeard invaded here? I thought that Marco was the one that that was seeking him out. But Blackbeard was the one that was invading? So if Blackbeard was the one that invaded, then that must mean that he was out devil fruit hunting. Which goes back to everything that we were saying about, you know, Shiryu, of course, the popular theory of Shiryu getting Josu's fruit. But, man, because this entire time, in my head, I was like, yo, Marco was the one that was seeking him out for revenge. You know, the Payback War. To go back and get payback, man. And get revenge for Pops. Get revenge for Ace. But no. Blackbeard was the one that invaded. Blackbeard was the Fire Nation, bro. It was all sunny until the Fire Nation attacked. No way. The one who took Pops' power for himself. Teach. Look at my boy Blackbeard, bro. That's my guy. Teach was more than just an enemy. He took everything from us. So I just wanted to have a go with that ungrateful bastard. I see so in other words. This place is like the old man's final keepsake, isn't it? That's right. Red Hair even placed his grave nearby. So the grave of Whitebeard and Ace is near here? But Pops was pretty stingy, wasn't he? Man, look at the panel, bro. You see the tears coming down. Pops was pretty stingy, wasn't he? He wanted all the booze, and he never treated us to meals. He used all of his share of the treasure we found to support this place. We all knew about it, though. Wow. He never treated them to any of the meals because he used all of his share, all of it, to support this place, bro. To support his homeland. But they all knew about it. They all understood, bro. They all understood that it was like a form of child support for Whitebeard. Except it wasn't child support, it was home support. But it was in the home support, man. And as his sons, they understood, bro. They understood that he had to take care of business and give a little percentage of his wages. Not even a percentage, according to Marco, all of his wages. All of his share was going to this place, man. Whitebeard, bro. That's my boy, dog. You can just hear the Whitebeard music in the background. You know, the I'm Whitebeard soundtrack. Yo, that soundtrack is godly. I'm Whitebeard, bro. Edward Newgate. Oh, we're on that topic. There's that warlord Weevil. There we go. Here we go, bro. Who has proclaimed himself to be the true son of Pops. He's been attacking anybody that had any relation to Pops. So is it true then? I wouldn't know anything about an affair like that. But it looks like he's after Pops' inheritance. My boy Marco said I wouldn't know anything about an affair like that. Hey, man, I don't know. I'm not denying it. Because, you know, my boy Edward Newgate, he had the moves, you know what I'm saying? If he wanted some, my boy was getting some, you know what I'm saying? But, who knows? Who knows, man? Yo, even if I were to tell him that there is no inheritance, he wouldn't believe me. Both myself and this place will probably be targeted sometime soon. I see you can't leave then. Man, dude, and I wanted Marco to come with us to Wano, bro. Weevil's mother, Bakkin, is a former pirate. She was active around 30 years. No, 40 years ago is more accurate. 40 years? Rocks? Bro, we keep getting all these flashes stuff 40 years ago, man. With Shaki? And now we have Mother Bakkin? And specifically, Oda decided to put active 30, nah, 40 years ago. That's gotta have some sort of connection to Rocks. It's got to. She used to be on the same ship as Pops. So she was on Whitebeard's crew? Well, then you have to stay here to protect his keepsake, right? I don't expect you to give it up so easily. No, she was on Whitebeard's crew back in the day. Man, that means she's gonna have a lot of stories too. Yo, this all has to come together to mean something much, I mean, not much deeper, but like there has to be some sort of a much stronger connection than we could have ever possibly imagined. Because initially, you know, the whole troll job of, you know, having this character in Weevil and having the, you know, this old elder motherly figure, kind of like a Bobbity Boo situation going around, you know, seemed like something that of course was serious, but was also very comedic. But with this portion right here that Marco's saying, there might be a deeper connection to this entire thing after all, which of course I always assumed, but it's definitely safe to assume that now. She was on the ship, and during the time when apparently things were going down, when Garp became known as the hero, whenever this what was going on with Rocks, before Roger's time, bro. You know how hyped I am to find out more about these guys. Before Roger, bro. Before Roger. That's before Michael Jeffrey Jordan. Before Roger, bro. Specifically 40 years, bro. Yeah, it's gotta be. There's no question in my mind it's connected to the Rocks thing, man. If you're going to meet up with Stride Luffy after this, then please pass on a message from me, Nekomamushi. Alright, sure. Did you say that you guys were heading to Wano? Yeah. Is that Wano? No flipping way! Bro, I've been waiting. I don't want to see this through some lenses, bro. I gotta see this with my own two eyes, bro. I gotta see this with my own two eyes. Look at this phenomenal, amazing double page spread of Wano country. Dog. After all the years of being on forums, being on YouTube, being in YouTube comment sections, talking about it in live streams, talking about it with my friends on Xbox, in real life, in Discord, everywhere that I could ever talk about One Piece with anybody. We've at least brought up the conversation at least once. What do you think Wano's gonna look like? When will we get there? What's gonna happen when we get there? Wano this, Wano that. And right here before my very eyes is the very first panel. Our very first look at Mother Flipping Wano! And you see that dragon gate over, dude, this is gorgeous. The tree that is right under this I'm going to assume that this house in the middle belongs to the flipping shogun. And if you have a house like that on that tree, that house has to belong to the shogun or something, bro. By the heavens, either that one or the one under it. Because the one under it looks like it has a massive gate. So it looks like there's a bridge. So their bridges are just one massive arc. I gotta put on my glasses. So you have two gates on both sides. It looks like there's a bridge that arches right here. You have this massive giraffe-looking tree that goes all the way around. You have it appears to be a volcano in the background as well. Then you have a whole bunch of old Japanese-style looking homes. This looks so freaking awesome, man. Wano, dude! And then on the right side right here, you see some, what appears to be flower petals. You see someone playing some music. You see someone else you see the individual actually playing music right here. And what appears to, is that a mask? It does appear to be a mask. And then we get a little bit of like a zoom out of what we're actually seeing. And right here, it looks like we're seeing it from some sort of lens. Because look, it looks like there's these bars that are going down and they're like slowly but surely splitting. And then right here on this bottom part, it looks like they finally split. Because I guess I was supposed to look at this part right here first, but, you know, my eyes, when I saw Wano Country, I couldn't help but look over to this side, man. It's flipping Wano! Dog, I've been waiting, man. This is gorgeous. Look at this gate. Let's continue on with the chapter, man. I'll come back to this. I'll come back to this. Look at my boy Frankie. No. No. That means I'm getting Usopp, Robin, and Zoro in this chapter. Hey, newbie. Were you the one who worked on this? Yes, boss. Was some part of it unsatisfactory? Look at my boy freaking Frankie though, bro. He's looking sick. He looks like he's got like a sumo uniform on. Look at his hair looks like a hammerhead shark. Yo, Frankie's looking sick. No way, you idiot. It's a perfect wall. I'll give you praise for that, you big fool. Of course. Thank you very much. Franoske, the carpenter. Franoske. Look at him. I haven't seen him in so long, bro. And I got it wrong. And because I'm currently rewatching Dressrosa with Uzumaki Khan, I just finished the episode whenever he first utilizes his hockey. And it's, I was like, whenever I was watching that episode, I was like, man, I can't wait to see Usopp again, bro. But here we are. Yo, my boy Usopp looking fresh, bro. Looks like he has Gamabunta on his head, man. Or Gamagichi, whatever his name was in Naruto, bro. Got some toad oil, my boy's. He just looks fresh, man. He's even got a little beard going on right here. The Sniper King, bro. Now gather around, folks. It's sharp enough to cut white paper. I'll turn one piece into 2 pieces, and 2 pieces into 4 pieces. Then 8 pieces, 16 pieces, 32 pieces, 64 pieces. This Wano Kureyuki. Twilight Snow, it says right up there, is the embodiment of falling snow. Look, just like this, all of the blood is gone. With even the slightest touch, look, it cut me. But stick around, folks. If you smear the tiniest bit of this toad oil on the cut. Oh, and then you go back over here. Look, looks just like this. All the blood is gone. And you see everybody's like, oh, Usopp is working his magic, man. You know how Usopp is, bro. My man is out here showing off some magic tricks, bro. My man's is doing magic tricks. I bought it. The toad oil. I'll take some as well. You have expert eyes. Now gathered around. Uso Hachi, toad oil salesman. So we've got a toad oil salesman, Uso Hachi. Let's go next page. Robin almost blinded me. She's out here looking like a courtesan, bro. I thought Hinoa rocked that look. Bro, Robin, oh my, holy flagnards. Yo, listen, man. Good, that's right. Drop your waist more, lower your arms. What you desire is impossible right now. You have to do it properly. You will never be called into the Shogun's drawing room in such a short amount of time with that kind of performance. So she is a courtesan. With that kind of performance, yo, Robin, bro. Yes, ma'am. Oh, Robbie. Oh, Robbie. Oh, Robbie. Geisha. In traditional Japan, it is common to add O to the start of the female names. What is a geisha? Is that something like a courtesan? You guys know what a courtesan is? Is something I'm like, bro, man, Robin, bro. Yo, man, I was like, I knew I was gonna love the outfits, man, but this is surpassing my expectations, bro. It really is. Robin's looking awesome. Usopp's looking dope. Frankie's with the sumo outfit. Geisha, oh man. I know who's coming next, bro. Hold on. I know who's coming next, bro. He's gotta be on the next page, bro. He's gotta be looking gold. He's gotta be looking sick. Hold on, bro. Listen up, everyone. This is Wano country. The Shogun's name is Kurozumi Orochi. He and all the government officials who serve under him without a doubt have the backing of Kaido. Look at Kinemon. The government officials of this country are oppressive, but if you lay a single hand on them, Kaido will surely hear about it. Therefore, until we've rallied enough people to our cause, and until our preparations for battle are complete, we cannot allow our identities to be exposed. So that's why they have their names, their new names. Gotcha, understood. First, we will assimilate the inhabitants of this country, so please, let's complete this mission quietly. That doesn't sound like it's gonna happen. This is One Piece, bro. Whenever you have a plan, that plan is due to go wrong. It seems that the magistrate has finally caught the street murderer. The culprit is about to commit seppuku. Thank goodness, just this month alone, 3 people have been cut down on the street at night. How despicable! My husband was also cut down. Look at my man, Zoro. He's got the top knot. On top of being the street murderer that has caused everyone terror and disrupting this town's peace, you're also a grave robber? 23 years ago. Look at this man. I can't get over the top knot, bro. This man Zoro has a top knot. They disappeared in the midst of a pirate attack. The legendary swordsman Ryuma. Swordsman Ryuma's remains and the legendary sword Shusui. Zoro Judo. Ronin. Yo, on top of being the street murder that everyone is causing everyone terror and disrupting this town's peace, you're also a grave robber. So automatically, right off the spot, they're already telling this man that he has to commit seppuku, bro. Right off the bat. And it says 23 years ago, they disappeared in the midst of a pirate attack. The legendary swordsman Ryuma's remains 23 years ago. That's quite specific. His remains, going all the way back, to, of course, where they landed in Thriller Bark, but also the legendary sword Shusui, bro. Zoro Judo Ronin. Even so, street murder, you don't seem to be that old. Did you take it from that original thief? Foo-foo, this beautiful sharp edge. To think that Shusui is now in my hands. This guy seems like he wants the sword for himself. There's no hilt on this knife, Gozaru. Seppuku blades are short, they don't have a hilt. It's not like it's made for battle. It's good enough for you to use. Do you know the proper way to commit seppuku? If you regard yourself as a samurai, then you will admit to your crimes and finish yourself off proudly. I will execute you before you begin to suffer. Then farewell. Fufun, just make sure not to cry out disgracefully. This final act is the most important duty for a samurai. There are witnesses and there is enough evidence. You will die a graceful, honorable death. Be happy that you can die by seppuku. Yo, there's no way. There's no way that this man's gonna commit seppuku, but something's gotta go down. Something has to happen. So he goes on with his blade. You smell like blood. You're the culprit, aren't you? And he goes right in. It's and he goes right in. You see everyone. I mean, bro. The very first thing that I saw when I clicked on this page was the flipping shrine being cut in half. I already knew it was coming, bro. I knew it was coming, but by God, look at this panel. He did that with a seppuku blade? I'm sorry, Kinemon. The Wano country arc opens up with trouble, and it's caused by Zoro, bro. Of course it is, man. He doesn't care, bro. Zoro doesn't give a flying flag guard. Yo, with a seppuku blade. Look at this blade. Look how small it is. Look at how small it is, bro. And he goes right in. He's about to get cut. And all you see is some petals fall down, music playing. Zoro pulls out the blade. You smell like blood. You're the culprit, aren't you? He got the real culprit. You see a little, but you know, whenever like something goes wrong and like, well, that's just like you're playing the guitar and like you hear that one like strum that's like just offbeat. It causes just tension whenever you hear that wrong frink in the guitar, and all of a sudden like everything just goes awry. That happened right here. You see the sound effect? This man Zoro proceeds with the seppuku blade. That thing is like a knife. I think it's like a flipping. It's like my remote. It's like my remote, bro. It's like Zoro took my remote and cut an entire shrine. In the midst, he went straight at him and just smoked him. No, son, Sensekai. No one swords down the. Silent. None of that. Straight up just taking the blade from where it was right here and swinging it. And the shrine was cut like mother flippin' butter. It's so good to have these characters again, bro. You did it with a seppuku blade? I'm sorry, Kinemon. The Wano country arc opens up with trouble, bro. Right off the bat. Dog, this is an X. I gotta save this, man. I gotta flipping save this, bro. You already know I gotta save this. Man, you can just hear the music playing in the background and everything, bro. God. This is built up so well. I was wondering, I was like, what in the flying flagnars is this leading to? And it leads to him using a flipping seppuku blade. Which is like a knife. Look at how much damage this is trying, dude. Man, this is a fun chapter. God, just having all of the characters again, bro. And that's the final page of the chapter, man. What a chapter to come back from break from, bro. Wano Kuni, dog. I've been waiting for so many years. And I know y'all have been too, bro. But I remember when I first read that Oda's been wanting to write this arc. I mean, for so many years. You can tell how impatient and how hyped he was to finally write this. And we cut back from the reverie, which was going so insane. And he comes back from break. With Nekomamushi and Marco. And finding out more about Whitebeard's past and his homeland. And more important information for me about the Payback War, that Blackbeard was the one that was seeking them out. And then information on what's her name again? Bakkin? The one with Weevil? Where she was apparently on Whitebeard's ship 40 years ago? And then apparently Marco was about to give Nekomushi some last words. And then we switch over to flipping Wano, bro. And on Wano, you have the other crewmates that I feel like we haven't seen in so long, bro. Oh, man, oh, man. And they're all looking awesome in there, dude. Look at this man Zoro, bro. Man's muscles are bigger than my head. Let me just go back. Look at this opening spread of Wano country, bro. This opening double page spread of this glorious looking island, dude. This place looks flipping amazing. I mean, right off the bat, right off of the moment that you see this panel, the moment that you see this panel, you can immediately tell the atmosphere right off the bat, bro. Like, it's kind of like you can hear it. That is how well illustrated this thing is, to where you can kind of hear the way this thing would sound. Really, seriously, man. At least that's how I feel. See Frankie over here, still a carpenter. Franosuke. We see my boy Usopp, bro. He's a magician to these people, bro. My boy is a toad oil salesman, man. He's the greatest entrepreneur of all time, man. He is the head of business relations, Usohachi. Then we have Robin, bro. And she almost blinded me. By heavens, man. Robin, bro. Oh, Robbie. Geisha. And Kinemon says that they have to complete the mission quietly. And what does Zoro do, bro? Zoro goes straight up to the actual culprit, which we could tell, man. I mean, the way that he was just looking at the blade, it looked like he was really just setting up, you know, flipping Zoro this entire time for in order to take Shusui, man. You could just tell something was off with this dude. Goes right in, and then with this final glorious double page spread of this man about to go down, Zoro says, "You smell like blood, you're the culprit, aren't you?" With a seppuku blade, cuts the shrine in half. Phil, it is. And it's like, you know, referee was going so good that I could not wait to find out what was going to happen next. I could not wait to find out more and to see what was going down in Reverie. And continuous back-to-back cliffhanger after cliffhanger after cliffhanger after cliffhanger after cliffhanger after cliffhanger. And then he comes back from break and gives us this, bro. Wano. Wano! Yo, man. God, it's just a feel-good chapter. Marco, emotions, Whitebeard, Pops, bro, my man Whitebeard. But then finally seeing the other Straw Hats, man. It's just like chapter 795, whenever we finally saw, you know, Nami and Sanji and Brooke and Chopper for the first time in a long time, since chapter 730. You know, so it'd been quite some time, man. Over 60 chapters, or 65 chapters. So it'd been quite some time, you know, since seeing them. And now for them, in chapter 909, last time we saw them was chapter 822. So it's been quite some time for them as well, man. Even longer, honestly. And just to see them again, bro, and their new fresh outfits. I can't wait to see how Luffy and Nami and Chopper and Brook are gonna be looking as well. And you know, Carrots. But such a feel-good chapter, man. Finally. Yo, my boy Sanji's gonna be looking sick, man. In his whatever outfit he's gonna put on. You want to see what Luffy's gonna have. You could just tell that Oda's been messing around with it, with the design that he would want to have for these characters for so long, because we continuously see them on color spreads. And to know that Oda's finally, you know, as a writer myself, there's certain portions in the stories that I write that I cannot wait to get to, and that you build up for so long. And when you finally get to them, it's a feeling of, I would say, relief, of the fact that you're alive and finally able to write what you've been wanting to write for so long, that you no longer have to hold it in. And I guarantee you that's how Oda feels right now, man. That he no longer has to hold it in, bro. He can go out and just go ham. Wano! Yo, man. I can't stop smiling, bro. Finally seeing the Straw Hats again. Zoro doing awesome stuff. Robin looking awesome. Frankie, freaking Usopp doing classic Usopp shenanigans. And finally seeing Wano Country, man. This is like whenever a new console comes out. Like a Nintendo Switch, a PlayStation 4. And the launch title is amazing. So, like, for example, with the Switch came out and the console itself was very innovative and incredible, but the launch title came with it in Breath of the Wild. It was the best possible experience you could ever have, because not only do you have the new experience of experiencing the Switch for the first time, taking it with you, using the portable features, seeing the graphics, seeing the way that it works, how the gameplay works and whatnot, you know, it's having this brand new toy to play with, but also this brand new game that's already amazing, but add on to the fact that it's a brand new experience. And the game is also phenomenal on this brand new console. That's how I feel with this chapter. Is that I'm finally seeing Wano for the first time and what it actually looks like, and then being fed the Straw Hats at the same time, and how they're doing, and awesome Zoro hype, and it feels like Christmas, man. It feels like Christmas, bro. It feels like Christmas. You guys have an awesome day, man. It's gonna be hard to go to sleep now, bro, after this chapter, but I'm gonna try to get this video up. Recording this really early in the morning, man. It's like 2:30, so I'm gonna go ahead and upload this, or at least put it to start rendering, so it can be up by the time I go to work. But God, man, this was so much fun, bro. I can't believe, dude, this spread of that spread of Wano. Like, I don't know if I should put this final little page spread with Zoro going ham, or page 9 right here with the, I gotta put this spread. This might have to be my lock screen. Look at Wano Country, bro. This looks gorgeous. It's a combination of like feudal Japan, but also with Oda's take on it, bro. There's a giraffe tree in the middle, dragon gates on the side, and this massive. Alright, I'm out, man. I'm out, yo. I will see y'all next time. Have an awesome soft of a day. One, peace, greatness. And I'll see y'all next time, bro.